Now, 7 weather with meteorologist Vivian Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. We're waking up to bright sunshine. It's already feeling very warm out there because of the high humidity. Temperature-wise, we're generally in the 80s to start off. 84 in Key West, 82 in Fort Lauderdale and Miami. 80s as well to the north, in Tampa checking in at 86 degrees. Low 80s in the western suburbs of Broward and Miami-Dade at this hour. 80 degrees in Homestead with calm to light winds that are mainly out of the south for today. And at least for your morning commute, it's mostly dry if it takes you through Broward, Dade and the Florida Keys, or on our local waters. That's where we've seen a few isolated downpours, but luckily not bothering anyone. So here's what we can expect. We have a low drifting southwest off the southeast coast of the U.S., and there's a stalling front to our north. We also have an upper low near the central Bahamas, and these features are going to trap moisture over the region. So that means we'll leave in a better chance of seeing showers and storms in the afternoon, heading into our Wednesday and Thursday looking a little more unsettled. But there is definitely a rising rain risk in the forecast, with about a 50 to 60% rain chance in place. Heading into the upcoming weekend, high pressure regains control of our weather patterns, so dry air will be filtering in, as well as the potential for some dust. Now, speaking of dust, there's plenty of it in the Atlantic Basin, and yesterday we were eyeing this area that's closest to the Lesser Antilles for development. That's not the case right now because conditions are just unfavorable for growth, and right now we're looking at quiet conditions in the Atlantic during the next 7 days. South-southeast winds, boaters 5 to 10 knots, seas building 2 feet or less. Biscayne Bay looking smooth to a light chop. Smooth in the Keys with seas inside and beyond the reef building up to a foot. And the next tide cycle, that is going to be low tide at 12:47 this afternoon in Fort Lauderdale, 12:56 in Miami. So look for highs between 90 and 93 degrees. Steamy downpours tonight will still leave in a chance with warm lows in the upper 70s to low 80s. Your extended outlook calls for at least a chance of showers and storms to return today through Thursday. Dry, hot and hazy for the upcoming weekend. And that's your 7 on 7.
7 weather with meteorologist Vivian Gonzalez.
Good morning, South Florida. We're waking up to bright sunshine with temperatures warming up into the 80s all across the board, but today won't be as hot as it was yesterday. Either way, we want you to think heat safety and make sure that you're drinking plenty of water in order to beat the heat if you're going to be spending a lot of time outside. Currently 82 in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, 84 in Marathon and Key West. It's feeling like the low 90s across the middle and lower Florida Keys. Our forecast calls for moisture to get hung up across the region, and that's because of an upper low near the central Bahamas and a low to our north drifting toward the southwest. So that's going to maintain moisture levels on the higher side. So a chance for showers and storms returns this afternoon. Still looking unsettled, especially in the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday and Thursday, with lingering moisture around. It does look like heading into the upcoming weekend, it'll be hot, hazy, and mostly dry. And in the tropics, I'm happy to report that outside of a few westward moving tropical waves, it's quiet. No boating advisories are in effect through the Florida Keys. Coastal waters here nice and smooth. With the next tide cycle, that will be low tide at 12:56 in Miami. So highs today between 90 to 93. There will be some steamy downpours, still a chance at least through early evening, with your extended outlook calling for steamy conditions continuing into the weekend with hot, hazy sunshine. And that's your 7 on 7 forecast.